Maureen Redfern. Okay, on Leah Remini's show, she made the comment that she felt superior. I understand that she felt superior to everyone because, as an actor, they are treated superior to everyone, even from the rest of the people in Scientology. My question is, when you were in Scientology, did you feel superior to everyone outside the church? The whole purpose is to save the world, right? Even WOGs? Or was the plan to have only Scientologists left after the world was saved? Also, at any time, did you feel conflicted when you were being treated so badly? For instance, when you were put on the RPF or when you'd been physically or mentally abused, yet they were drilling into you that the church was so compassionate and you were doing the most good, didn't it ever seem wrong? Okay, so Scientologists definitely feel superior, right? Part of being in a destructive cult is the indoctrination or inculcation of a superiority attitude. That is, when we talk about, or when I've mentioned in the past, an us versus them mentality, which is one of the characteristics of a destructive cult, that means that, us and them, right? And us are the good guys and they are the bad guys. And these, and that's kind of the very clear line between those things, right? So for Scientologists, they are the us and the WOGs, the non-Scientologists, are the them. And if the WOGs see the light or can be brought into the light, so to speak, by being shown how great Hubbard is and, how Scientology can help them, then they'll come on board. And every Scientologist pretty much assumes that everybody out there is already a Scientologist. They just don't know it yet because they haven't been informed of how great L. Ron Hubbard is and Scientology is, and the only thing that's holding them back from being Scientologists is an ignorance of what Scientology is. And if everybody knew what Scientology is, then they would sign up immediately and come on board. So with that, and with a lot of Hubbard's writings, comes the attitude that the Scientologists and especially Scientology auditors are the elite of planet Earth, right? Are the upper 10th of the upper 20th of all human beings. This kind of idea or this kind of thinking. So because they have secret knowledge, special, information, they feel superior, and because they do Scientology auditing, where they are ridding themselves of, they think they're ridding themselves of all these past traumatic incidents and awful things that have happened, they feel that they're in a more superior state of awareness and ability and perception, and that also gives them the idea that they are superior to other human beings. It's totally delusional. Okay, there is no truth to it at all. Scientologists are nothing special. There are good Scientologists, there are bad Scientologists, there are smart Scientologists, there are dumb Scientologists. Just same as any, normal group of human beings. So there is nothing about Scientologists that make them better than everybody else, but they definitely think that they are because of their knowledge and the auditing. Now, as far as the kind of, as you mentioned, the sort of the opposite of that, or the when I was in Scientology and I was getting beat on or abused, that abuse or those experiences that I had, like going to the RPF or being assaulted, let's say, because that happened to me. When those things happen, they are happening from people who I believed were superior to me, either senior to me in rank or rating in the Sea Org. In the case of the person who assaulted me, very superior. I mean, they were like 3 levels up above me, and they were on a project down in LA, and they, grabbed me and shook me and, and beat me, and that happened, right? And I took it and I went with it, and I didn't talk back, and I didn't try to fight back, and I didn't try to do anything against it, because I was absolutely positive that I was the one who was in the wrong somehow, even though in hindsight I can see that I did nothing wrong. This was just some psychotic woman who decided to, take out her psychosis on me, really. And that's kind of what happened, right? But at the time, being surrounded by Sea Org members and being in a place where everybody agreed that this woman was a senior officer and knew what she was doing, and I had pissed her off I was the one who deserved that, right? So it wasn't a feeling that as a Scientologist I wasn't superior anymore. Compared to the rest of the world, I definitely felt superior. But compared to her, and in that situation, I did not feel superior. And I also did feel like this was a person who was on a mission to save the world. She was from international management. And I was a, lowly continental Western United States management staff member, which was not a lowly position in the Sea Org, but I was certainly, lower than her. So I didn't feel like, I had any position to fight back against that. But I also felt like she was more, the term in Scientology is on purpose. Not that you do something on purpose, but that you are on purpose. It's on purpose. In other words, there's a purpose or a drive or an intention or a goal that Scientologists have. Sea Org members have, right? Clearing the planet, getting everybody into Scientology, making the world a better place, right? Ridding the world of insanity, war, and criminality. I mean, these are big goals that Scientologists put out there for themselves. And if you're on purpose, then that means you're with the program. You're doing the job that's going to get those targets accomplished. And so when I messed up on something, according to what this woman, said that I had messed up on, then I was, to that degree, kind of off purpose, right? I had messed up. And so she was, dealing with me because I had, gone off purpose to some degree. It was another Scientology's way of saying it or putting it. And so that was why I didn't doubt my superiority to non-Scientologists during those moments, but I certainly wasn't feeling very superior within the Sea Org at that time. So I hope that gives a picture of the attitude there.